Hello, and thank you for clicking on my channel, Cali Legends Media. First of all, as always, I'd like to thank those of you who have subscribed to my channel. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, that thumbs up like button, and the notification bell so you can be notified whenever another video comes out if you like this type of content. We talk about jail, gangs, cultural things, current events. I'm going to try to mix it up a little more. We've been kind of focusing on jail and prison because that's actually where I get the most views. But views or no views, I still want to talk about other things that I think are interesting and need to be talked about. So we'll be having some of that on this channel if you're interested. If you are, please hit that subscribe button. So today's video is going to get away from the jail and prison, but I came very close this day to getting arrested, and if I would have gone to prison for sure. But a very special lady helped me that day. Actually, 3 very special women helped me that day. It started on Whittier Boulevard, okay? I was on Whittier Boulevard by Popular Furniture Store, La Popular. And, you know, I was on that mentality, doing like crazy stuff out in the street. And there was a man walking down the street who was had a chain, a nice gold bracelet, rings, everything, right? So I decided I was gonna get those, and they were gonna be mine. In the process, we got in a little scuffle, the man and I, and banged against the big glass windows of La Popular, and they came out and started yelling, and they ran back in to call the police. So I took off. Well, when I took off, I turned up a street where there's a metro bus building where you could go and buy your tickets, to get on the buses. And when I went by there, the security I noticed was following me, okay? I guess he was going to that metro station or that metro building, seeing what was going on, and was following me. And he was also in touch with the police. So to prove it to myself, I started jogging, and I crossed the street, and I started going through the alley jogging, and he came up behind me. And coming in front of me was a black and white sheriff's vehicle. So obviously, I know what's up. They're going to get me. I jumped the fence, and I started jumping fence after fence after fence. And I ended up in the backyard of one of my homeboys' houses. And I ran through his backyard, and then I jumped the next fence next door to his neighbor's yard. But now I'm hearing the helicopter, and the helicopter I could hear is coming fast. I know he's going to be on top of me any minute, right? So I'm trying to walk along the side of the house, trying to think, what am I going to do to hide from this helicopter, right? Helicopter's really close now. Like it's gonna make a pass over me already. He's gonna see me. And there was an open window to this house. Now I know who lived there. It was a camarada of ours named Chino. He used to drive these big old semi trucks. He lived there with his lady and a man and a woman. I don't know whose mom and dad it was. I think it was hers. I'm not sure. But anyways, I knew them, and they knew who I was. That bedroom window was open, and I just jumped up and dove through the window, right through the screen. Well, when I landed on top of the bed, okay, that was in the room. I didn't know what was on the other side of that window. All I know is the helicopter was going to be making a pass. Well, it was the lady that lived there and Chino's girlfriend. And when I jumped in and landed on the bed, they had a bunch of clothes there. They were folding clothes, and they both screamed. And I jumped up, and I'm like, wait a minute, it's me. I'm telling them it's me. And they look, and then, she tells the lady, it's okay, I know him. She goes, yeah, I know who he is. She goes, what happened? What are you doing? I says, man, the police are chasing me. And you hear the helicopter? And they were already on top of the house, going around in that vicinity. They knew I had to be somewhere right there, somewhere in that area, because the next street I crossed would have been the freeway. Okay, there was the Long Beach Freeway. So the lady takes me outside into the front room and tells me to sit down. They have a recliner and then some sofas. She has me to sit down on the recliner, so I sit down. She brings me a glass of water, and she's explaining to her husband, the old lady's explaining to her husband what was going on, what I was doing in the house. You know, he's pissed off, you know. Anyways, in the end, we were all talking, you know, we got past all of the commotion that I was causing. I should say I was disrespectfully causing them. And they decided that they were going to help me, okay? They were going to help me get away the best they could. These people are old school. These people are they're hip to the skip. You know, I know these people. Anyways, the sheriffs are already going house to house searching. So the old man tells me, stay right there, don't move, and he walks outside. They turn on the TV. We're all sitting down watching TV and stuff. And the old man goes and greets the sheriff at the gate. And they have some type of conversation. You know, the sheriff goes and he just, like, a couple of them walk in and they just looked at the yard and stuff. Whatever the old man told them sufficed, because they left and they start searching the next house. So one of the things the man told me when he came back was that they were going to bring the dogs, right? So that was going to be a big problem, because they were gonna know that I went in through that window and that I was there, because my scent would have ended right there on the side of that house. Anyways, the neighbor came out, which is my homeboy's mom, and talked to the lady of the house that I was in. Then the lady came back into the house where I'm at, and my homeboy's mom went inside her house. Well, what she did was she called this lady that I said in the beginning that really, really helped me. She helped me several times. This is one of the times. They called my mom. The lady called my mom. They were good friends. They'd known each other since before any of my mom's kids were born. Anyways, so the lady, my homeboy's mom, calls the lady of the house where I'm at and tells him that his mom's coming to pick him up, to be ready. I'm like, wow, how we're gonna do this? You know, we could still hear the helicopter going around, and they're gonna bring the dogs. Like, how am I gonna get out of here, right? Well, what happens is my mom pulls up into the neighbor's driveway, my homeboy's mom's driveway, and the yard that I went through is covered with these big trees, okay? So the old man's standing outside, and he's looks like he's just being nosy, and then he tells me to go. I guess the helicopter's vantage point was where he couldn't see me. So I take off, jump over the fence, and my mom has the car parked in the driveway, right? But she's not in the car. But I jump in the car, and I jump in the back seat on the floor. So then my mom and the lady walk out, and they're talking, and my homeboy's mom opens the gate, and she's standing there at the gate, and my mom's an old lady, right? You know, she's got glasses, she's got white hair and stuff. Or it's blondish, whitish, you know? Anyways, my mom's backing out, and my homeboy's mom's like, okay, comadre, take care, thank you for coming by. And the sheriffs were gonna go in that yard next with a damn dog, you know? And my mom's pulling out. I'm laying like on the bottom of the floor, you know? And I could hear my homeboy's mom, okay, all right, comadre, okay, well, next week, don't forget, huh? You know, they're doing their little conversation. And my mom drives off with me, you know? I would have spent some years for that one. With my priors and everything, that would have been a bad one. But you know what? um, I know for a fact my homeboy's mom had a lot of love for me. Even the lady whose house I jumped in, she was gracious enough to help me. But my mom would have done anything for us, you know. That lady would go to hell and back if she had to go and help one of her kids, you know. Mom, rest in peace. I love you. She's a good lady. She's a trooper. And this is just one time that she saved me from the helicopter. I might tell it just one more story that's very similar to this one, but has a little bit more crazy activities going on, you know. Because it starts off with a really big chase that went from roof to roof. The deputies shooting at me. It's a trip. I'll probably tell it because I don't know. If you guys might be interested in hearing it, let me know in the comment section. So, anyways, she saved the day once again. Saved my butt. I'm ashamed that it came to that my mom had to get involved. That's why I always say we got to watch what we do because it involves the people we love. Okay? And, my poor mom, she suffered a lot. See me going to prison, in and out of jail, hooked on drugs. I'm glad she lived long enough to see me graduate from college and going to the university for my bachelor's and working in the aerospace industry for the years that I did and just living life other than just the gang life that she was used to seeing me involved in. Let's make our people proud of us, man. Our wives, our children. Let's give them all the love and respect we can and watch what we do so we don't involve them in any kind of situation that could endanger them or hurt their feelings and hurt their heart, Anyways, this is my video. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you. Again, hit that subscription button if you haven't subscribed. Be part of the Cali Legends family. It doesn't cost anything. It would help. It would help my channel most definitely, and I would most highly appreciate it. With that said, again, thank you for watching. God bless you, and I hope to see you on the next video.